All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Top Line. It's your boy Chris, and well, ladies and gentlemen, hope everybody's having a great NFL Saturday. Woo! It's Saturday, ladies and gentlemen, and there's a lot of football action going on. You know, we got those Dallas Cowboys versus the Baltimore Ravens coming up later today. We made live for it. I'm not 100% sure yet, depending on what the rest of my schedule look like, because it's kind of hectic right now while I do some things within the other business. But other than that, everybody want to pay attention to this Brown game, the Brown versus Philly. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I want to see McKee, from the quarterback from the Philadelphia Eagles this week. He did not play. Because he looked sharp last week. I wanted to see, like, is he that guy? Like, is this who this guy is, right? Like, I'm quite sure he played other preseason, didn't pay a lot of attention to him. But I want to see this week. Didn't really see much. Didn't see none of him, and nobody else really did. Now, let's keep it a buck. But what everybody really want to see, Dillon Gabriel. All right. Now, throughout this video, because I've been doing it all day, you might hear me say Dillon Brooks. I'm apologize there at the time. I mean Dillon Gabriel. And you know him and SHADEUR. You know the thing going on, like, should SHADEUR even be? Should he be ahead of SHADEUR? Should SHADEUR be ahead of him? Today I want to just, first of all, this is not a bash him, because I'm a SHADEUR fan. I make no bones about it. I don't sugarcoat, no ifs, ands, or buts. But you want to see Dillon Gabriel, and I'm not here to bash that young man. I'm not here to be like, oh, I'm not one of those guys that be like, I like a guy, so I hope everybody else suck. And I hope, first of all, let me be very clear. Dillon Gabriel looked good. Dillon Gabriel was sharp. He was sharp. He led them down a touchdown drive, which ended up the running back getting it in, but he was sharp. And then that one end zone interception, which is the one thing you can't have. You cannot have a red zone interception. You just can't. And then it would return for a pick six for Philly, and you know the rest is history. But that was just a bad read, right? Actually, it was bad from the beginning, right? Now, last week, they ran something very similar to that. SHADEUR ended up throwing a touchdown on that. Dillon Gabriel, I think at some point, I really don't know which receiver, because you had two receivers in that area, which to me is already like a gaggle elf. But they had, it was bad, but he just made a bad decision. Sometimes you got to just throw the ball away. Sometimes you got to throw it away, live to fight another day. And this, he decided to take a chance, and Philly took it to the house. Now, again, if you take away that, now I think after that, it started to get a little shaky for him. I think after that interception, he kind of lost his rhythm. And when you're in a battle like this, right, where you're fighting for, and I really think he come into camp with an upper hand on SHADEUR, right, which I'm not even going to say, but I disagree. But I disagree, that's how it should be. But, hey, look. But at the end of the day, you come in and you have that mistake as a young player, it can start to unravel for you fast, because you're like, oh, man, come on, man. Everybody want the other guy. I'm out here. I'm just as good. I feel like I'm just as good, if not better. And I throw the pick 6, 9. I'm going to prove everybody right, and everybody it's all going to come down on me. I'm going to say this, that it didn't get too much better after that, even though I thought he made a nice pass to Thrash after that. I really just felt like he never kind of got 100% back on track, and they pulled him early. Like SHADEUR played, I think, if I'm not mistaken, SHADEUR played until almost the fourth quarter. Dillon Gabriel only played a half. Now he is nursing a hamstring injury or something like that. But at the same time, you know, I understand them not wanting it to go left. They don't want anything else to happen, because you can show that young man's confidence. Now, I will say this, though. The Cleveland Browns have backed themselves into a conundrum here. Because, let's keep it a buck. All right? We're just going to be real. Y'all know how Top Line do it, baby. You're in a situation now where and I'm not him. That's why I come up here, I give that young man his credit. I thought he was sharp. But you got SHADEUR fans that are just naturally such SHADEUR fans. And they felt like he was, and I'm on that bus of people that felt like he was done wrong. To the point that maybe, even if not intentional, they're hoping for Dillon Gabriel to fail. And that's not fair to him. That young man didn't ask to be put in that situation. That young man probably didn't even know the hornet nest he walking into. Though I don't even think the Browns realize the hornet nest that they've gotten themselves into yet. Because it's one thing if Shadeur didn't play well. And then you go, oh, okay, all right, Dillon Gabriel, what we got, blah, blah, blah. But when he come out and play well, then you come out and play well, but you have that one interception. What you can say, hey, that was one play. We're going to disregard everything else I did. You know what I'm saying? And this is another thing I don't see because I'm very, with lack of a better term, I'm very astute to how players are interacting. I do not remember a time I seen Flacco and Dillon Gabriel talking, or Flacco and Shadeur talking, or Shadeur and Gabriel talking. It's like this. It's like these camps, like everybody's separate. That's not how you're supposed to go into a football season, right? If Joe Flacco is your starting quarterback, he need to be tutoring these guys. When they come off the bench, he supposed to be the first. Hey, look, this is what I saw, young man. Da, da, da. Hey, look, Flacco. Look, man. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a fan of you. I think you had a good run last year, whatever. But I'm not a fan. Like we've seen this, been done that, got a t-shirt, whatever. I don't think you're him. I'm gonna be honest. That's my honest opinion. I think he is a dangerous quarterback. If you get on a roll in the playoffs, he can take you somewhere. But I don't think he's the solution. Now. But even if that being the case, you're not seeing that camaraderie. You're not seeing the quarterback like when what's the guy name? When the other quarterback from McCown and whatever, when they came back to the bench, you seen them talking, you seen them working with each other, felt like a team. When you look at Dillon Gabriel, when he come off, all right, he's just gonna stand over there. Shadeur is over there. Pickett somewhat picking and. Freaking what's your boy name? Flacco is somewhere over here. It's like, hey, yo, where's the camaraderie at? Hey, Flacco, tutor these young guys. That's what you're really here for. Tutor these guys, help usher in. It just don't feel like that. And I think this whole quarterback conundrum that the Browns have created is doing more damage to the team than it is helping. Because if you ask me, look, I'm not a Browns fan. I'm never going to say and be a Lions fan. I'm a big Brown fan, nothing like that. But I think Shadeur has the fans bought into him. Because for one, they've seen Kenny Pickett. And they've seen Flacco. And now they just seen Shadeur have a better first game than Dillon Gabriel. Not saying Dillon Gabriel wasn't sharp. But you're talking about a 21-point difference. You get 2 touchdowns from Shadeur and the -7 for Dillon Gabriel, who threw the pick 6. So, again, I'm not here to shit on Dillon Gabriel. I think the young man looked sharp, but it was that one mistake. And if you took that away and he put a touchdown on the board there, you might even say he played better than Shadeur. But, hey, man, we'll see, man. That's what football is all about. You can say what you want to say, but you got to get on the field and prove it. Shout out to Dillon Gabriel. I thought, like I said, the young man was sharp. He was on point. It was just that one pick 6. And, you know, unfortunately for the pro Shadeur people, they're going to hang on that to the end of the road. And for the pro Dillon Gabriel, they're going to say y'all ignoring everything else. But, hey, we'll see how it all plays out, man. But I think there's a hornet's nest in Cleveland. And the ownership and the coaches got to do something to kind of just outline, hey, this is what you got to fix. You got to say, hey, Flacco is our starter. This guy's our backup. This guy backs up him. And this guy's here. And I think you can't pick it. Anyway, with that being said, guys, please like, subscribe to the channel. Till next time, man, you guys be great.